one of the huge tidal waves that's come at us is this idea of conversion therapy. And I'm not an expert on conversion therapy, but my understanding of conversion therapy is that, somebody's been dragged into a room, forced to be there, and the pastor or the counselor or the therapist, beats them over the head and shames them and guilts them and judges them and condemns them and expects that somehow they walk out of there, with being straight or the desire to be straight. And friends, if that is conversion therapy, we absolutely stand against that in every single way. That is brutal, and it is unfair and unwise in every single capacity. Our goal with these workshops is to simply love kids, to provide a safe environment for them to connect with their parents, to connect with a counselor who we think is wise and gentle, who is helpful. And the truth is that, kids come in to a session like this usually with a lot of baggage, and that's one of the reasons they're struggling in the first place. Is they just have been through a whole lot in their life. Not everyone, but a lot of them have been abused, and so they need an adult that they can talk through that with, and if necessary, somebody to kind of hold their hand and go to the proper authorities so that it can be dealt with. If it's real abuse, it needs to be dealt with, not just swept under the rug. We want to care about these kids and give them a chance to really become who God created them to be. So it's not unlike what happens in the gay community all the time. This is just true. You know this to be true, that there are entire counseling or mentoring organizations out there that are designed to help people come out, right? To take somebody who might be struggling, thinking, hey, I might be gay, and they go and see one of these counselors, and the counselor basically helps them to come out as gay and get their foot on the ground as in the gay community. Let's admit it, that the counselors in these type of situations, I'm hopeful that I don't think that they do. I don't think they beat the kids over the head or people over the head saying, you must be gay. I'm hopeful that that's not the case, but they do have a bent. They do encourage people to go down a certain pathway. We're the same way. We don't beat anybody over the head. We don't yell and scream or demand anything. Yeah, we have a bent. There's no doubt. We are traditional, family, men marry women type of people. That is who we are. That is our bent. But just because somebody doesn't go the way we want them to go doesn't mean we don't love them and care deeply about them. Not at all. So if your idea of conversion therapy is that, we're screaming and yelling and demanding and all that, that is just not true. Most of this is on the very front end, young kids who need a listening, loving, caring adult who will mentor them and care about them.